Hey guys, it's your boy Nico. I wanted to come on here to share a message from Spirit and a message from my own heart as well. It's something that the world needs to know, and I'm receiving messages from certain individuals that are telling me what I should and should not do. And there's a hindsight shadow, a huge shadow that's coming up in the collective. And somebody just told me that I am too open on my social media. It is my social media. It is my channel. I will express myself however the hell I want to express myself. Excuse my language. And being a healer, people have this painted portrait or painted image that it's all love and light and unicorn and rainbows. But no, I am a soul living a human experience. And if I'm coming off a little bit edgy, passive aggressive, or upset, it's because I am. I'm a soul living a human experience with real emotions, real, raw, and authentic emotions. And yes, I have haters. I have a whole bunch of people that are going to confront me, comment, and say the most absurd things, but no one's holding them accountable. No one's holding the people accountable for sending negative vibes or negative energies my way, or your way for that matter. And if you're my friend and you're somebody who wants to connect with me, don't be somebody who is living by that double standard. You know what I mean? Don't be someone who turns the cheek just because evil things happen in the world. Just don't do it. Act upon your authenticity, speak from your heart, and live by your truth. It doesn't have anything to do with God or religion. It has to do with being a human being. It has everything to do with being a human being. And I'm sick and tired of silencing my own voice and speaking from a higher power, from a higher enlightenment, and then which nobody wants to acknowledge. Nobody. They would rather live in a world of my way or the highway. They would rather exist in a world where we're not speaking for certain injustices, and I get that. I'm not God like how you're not God. We all exist in a world of a God-like consciousness. We can't wave a magic wand and say, okay, let there be light and let there be nothing but love, joy, and abundance and prosperity and everything else like that. And I'm also held accountable to my own thoughts, words, and actions too. And time again that I do come online and on social media where I'm holding myself accountable. And I apologize for my own thoughts and my own words and my own actions because of a certain level of inexperience or immaturity. But I can't speak for other people. I can't speak for others in their thoughts, words, and actions. And if I'm being passive aggressive, and if there's individuals out there that's saying that passive aggressiveness is the number one killer of masculinity, what about femininity? What about taking ownership for your own actions and accountability? I don't know what that is between femininity and accountability. The world may never know, but I don't have anything against the feminine. I really don't. If anything, I want more balance between the masculine and the feminine. I want to live in a world where I can develop these healthy, enduring relationships. And not every relationship we're going to develop is going to be healthy. A lot of these relationships that we develop along the way is either going to be a life lesson or we teach life lessons to others subconsciously, unknowingly. And these energies are going to continuously bump and grind and bounce into each other, whether if we like it or not. We are coexisting in a universe that God has created for all of us. But yet the reflection is no accountability, no responsibility, turn the cheek, no action, right? Because we can't do this on our own. What is this thing that we need to take action upon? Loving thy neighbor, embracing one another, each other, coexisting. But yet I'm getting judgment and backlash for being this quote unquote healer, this Mr. Nice Guy, this being too Mr. Nice Guy, is what I guess is making people feel uncomfortable. If we came to this world to feel comfortable all the time, what kind of life is that? What kind of life is that? I understand the beauty in the chaos as well. But you don't tell me who I can and cannot talk to. Like how I can't tell you who you can and cannot talk to. All just because it makes you feel uncomfortable. I needed to say what I needed to say. And Spirit is fed up too. If passive aggressiveness is the lens that we're all looking through right now, it's only because there needs to be an awakening beyond the awakening. And this has nothing to do with the woke movement either. Has nothing to do with it. And if people are looking for some type of savior, you're that savior. You are the one who makes that decision, that change in that word. This isn't about raising our fists in injustice's face or proving someone wrong. It's about coexisting and knowing that we have each other's back. But there's so much discontent within the very content that we consume on a daily basis. And we eventually start to believe our own bullshit. We start to believe the very things that we're creating in this world is going to be perfect the first time around. That's why we create, destroy, recreate, redesign, emulate these certain things in our lives that contribute towards society, while others may not see it that way. And I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry for being too open. That's the same thing as like saying, like, what words or actions am I selected to speak today or act upon today? I'm no longer going to live by someone else's should and shouldn'ts within the context of the law, of course. But I'm tired. I'm really tired. But as light workers, as shadow workers, as healers, I was taught to make that change, to make that difference, to shake a couple apple trees while others are being cut down. But we're here to grow those new seeds. We're here to expand upon one and another and each other. I learn from you as much as you learn from me. I never want to be this influencer type that comes online to kick down a few fences. I'm not in it for the resistance or rebellion. I'm not in it for a revolution. And this whole new world perspective that a lot of us were singing upon, dancing upon, and talking about, it's not to overthrow the previous programming. It's to expand on it. It's to grow upon it. The current system that's already in place. And what we need is more openness. More open-mindedness. To see each other's perspective from each other's perspective. We don't need to tell each other, you're too open on social media. I love you. I see you. I hear you. But why should I have to block certain energies or certain people just because it makes you feel uncomfortable? We need to talk to the opposition. We need to talk to the other side of things. And for me, I don't see opposition. I don't see sides. We're all together in this together. That's all I have to say. Have a blessed day. I love you guys so much. And if I come off sounding passive-aggressive or angry or upset, it's because I am. I have every single right to be upset. I've been crashing out for the last 2.5 months, crying my eyes out because I blocked someone that I didn't want to block in the first place. And I'm sorry if that upsets you. But I need to live by my truth, my way, even if it may not shine that kind of light in other people's directions. I'm sorry, but not sorry. Have a good day.